everybody, I'm Tabitha, and today I'm doing the Indecember Writing Challenge. So Indecember is kind of a fun twist on a monthly readathon. It's put together by the awesome Megan Tennant, who you can find over at Cloud Kitten Chronicles, and I'll tag her page in the description. Indecember is a great way to discover new independent authors and play bingo and read books and win prizes. She has a video on her channel that'll explain all the details you need to participate in Indecember. But today, I'm doing the Indecember Writing Challenge. It's kind of a fun way to get to know the writers who have independent books that would qualify for the board. She's also created an Indecember Reading Tag. So if you're a reader, not a writer, check out her channel and I'll make sure to tag that exact video down below. All 4 of my books do qualify for the Indecember board, so if you've been looking for a good excuse to pick up one of mine, filling a square on your bingo board may just be the push you needed. Basically, the way this game works is there is this awesome board created by Megan that's a bingo board. I'm going to use a random number generator to pick a number between 1 and 25. Each of those corresponds to a question Megan has also created. I'll answer the question and I get a space on the bingo board. I get to stop when I have 5 in a row in any traditional sort of bingo. So we'll answer anywhere between 5 and, I would guess the maximum somewhere around 16 questions, depending on how they fall. And if I get a bingo, I win. Ready to play? Let's go. Okay, let's get started. My random number generator picked the number 3. So I'm going to answer question number 3. This is the milk and cookies question. What is your favorite writer snack? Bonus if it's milk and cookies. So I think I've answered this question in other spots before, but I'm not sure that I can remember where. I'm one of those people who doesn't like to have food or snacks around my keyboard. I like to keep my keyboard and things clean, and I like to keep my fingers clean when I'm writing. So I traditionally just have usually a big glass of water, and that's about it. I don't often have writer snacks around when I'm actually writing. When I'm editing, that's a different story. I'm editing, I often have pretzels around. I really like those peanut butter filled pretzels. I think those are my favorite. On to the next question. My random number generator picked number 13. So this is the Santa's List question. How many characters are in the main cast of your most recent work in progress or publication? I am most recently working on the next book in the Kingdom of Franz series, so a lot. Can I say a lot? I can't even name them to count them, because if you haven't read book 1 and book 2, it would be a huge spoiler which characters make it and which ones don't. So let's see. I'm just going to say there's a lot. There's at least 10 major characters who affect the plot of the story, but there's probably really only 5 that we follow in book 3 who are like very central to book 3's plot, but I can't tell you who they are. In fact, the main character hasn't even been revealed yet. Yeah, all right. On to the next question. Okay, the random number generator picked a 6, so I'm all over the place here. But question number 6 is the Christmas lights question. What character would be most likely to use Christmas lights inappropriately, such as to tie someone up, shock someone, to rig up an explosive, you name it? Out of all of the characters that I've written in my time, I would say the most likely character to use them inappropriately in a malicious manner would definitely be Tin from Breaking Iselda and Redeeming Jordan. He definitely could find a way to turn almost anything into a weapon, I think, if it was to his advantage to do so. So I guess I should be glad that there is no electricity and no Christmas lights in the Kingdom of Franz. However, I do have a character who would be likely to use Christmas lights in an ingenuitive and creative way, other than the way they were intended, and that category, I would say, would go to Tyler. He would be most likely to be able to take it apart and reuse it in a different way other than the manner it was intended. Tyler is a character from Projection. All right, let's move on to the next question. Okay, the random number generator picked the number 8. So this is the Santa baby question. Which of your characters could romance presents out of Santa? I would say, so the way I read this question is, which one of my characters could pretend to love and therefore romance Santa out of gifts? And I would say that has to go to Iselda. She's definitely charismatic and definitely able to make people love her and love spending time with her and love being around her. So she's probably the most likely to get presents out of Santa. And of course, she features in Breaking Iselda and Redeeming Jordan, which is the sequel in the Kingdom of Fron universe. Okay, next question. Okay, the random number generator picked number 9. This board's looking a little better over here. Okay, number 9 is the Ho-Ho-Ho question. What's a line or scene that makes you or your readers laugh? I don't really write funny. That's not really what I do. I can do cry. I can do made you angry. Make you laugh. That's really hard. Oh, I got it. Okay. In Redeeming Jordan, there is a scene. I can't tell you too much about it because some of you haven't read it. It appears towards the end of the book where Tudor is going to explain how he got his limp, his injury that actually happened in Breaking Iselda. So the injury happens in book 1, and then in book 2, he's telling the story to explain it, and it's actually a funny story that made me laugh, and I know my beta readers enjoyed it, and I hope it would make you laugh too. So that's my answer to that one. Moving on. Okay, I got the number 25, which is like getting a free space because it's right in the middle. Okay, question number 25. Naughty to nice. Which character was on the naughty list? But Santa liked them and took them off. Okay, that's a good question. I like that one. It's almost like a villain redemption question, but not really. So I would say, I feel like the title of book 2 gives it away. I'm going to say Jordan, because he definitely does things that he's not proud of, that he would say would land him on the naughty list, if Fron believed in Santa and Christmas. Anyway, and in book 2, he's working on that redemption, which is why it's called Redeeming Jordan. So I'm going to say Jordan probably lands himself on the naughty list and then immediately gets himself off of that list. Next question. Okay, the next question that came up is number 21. It's the snow angel question. Which of your characters is most likely to make a snow angel, and which is most likely to be wishing they were on a beach instead? I would say the funny part is the answer to this question is going to be the same character both times, which I know sounds weird, but hear me out. Annabella, also known as Bella, in Projection, is probably the most likely character to be jumping in the snow immediately and making a snow angel, but at the same time, she's also happy to leave the snow behind and get back to her desert home in Phoenix and enjoy hanging out in the heat. She would also be the same character who would love nothing more than to fly to California and hang out on a beach. Basically, Bella's kind of a go-with-the-flow character who likes everything. She's very personable, very friendly, and she was a lot of fun to write. Next question. Okay, the next number I got is 19. So this is the Santa's Beard question. Who is your oldest character, and around how old are they? This is a fun one to answer for Kingdom of Fron. Age does not work the same in Kingdom of Fron, so characters do not live past 45 annuals. Annuals aren't the same as a year. Anyway, my oldest character is probably, right now, at the time of working on Book 3, which is not out yet, I think the oldest character is King Mick of Farchetta. I think he is the oldest. And around how old is he? Without looking at my spreadsheet to check his age, I'm going to guess he's 43, 44 annuals, so he's getting really close. I feel like that was almost like a spoiler in itself. Anyway, that's my answer to that one. Moving on. Okay, my random number generator picked 5. Look, I'm only one number from a bingo. Come on, 7. Okay. Question number 5 says, it's the Sleigh Bells question. What music do you listen to when writing? I actually am a huge fan of the iTunes Genius feature. So a lot of times what I'll do is open my iTunes and just right-click on a song that has the right feeling for the scene that I'm working on, and then let it choose a Genius playlist, which gets me the same feel of music. I don't remember right now what I'm really listening to, but when I was writing Redeeming Jordan, I used Sound of Silence, the new remake of Sound of Silence, and did a playlist off of that. When I was working on Projection, I often did Goo Goo Dolls stuff, so I'd really just pick one song that has the right feeling and then choose a playlist based off that. Next question. The random number generator got 14. I just noticed I can win by getting 2 numbers. We'll see how this goes. All right, question number 14. Santa's coming to town. Is your protagonist naughty or nice? If you have multiple books or protagonists, you can do this for multiple. Okay, well, I have multiple. So let's start with, I'm going to say this about the Kingdom of Fron main characters. So that's Iselda and Jordan for books 1 and 2, and Secret Surprise Protagonist for book number 3. The characters in Fron, I play a lot with morality questions. So that's exactly what I'm playing with. Are they naughty or nice? That's hard because nobody is perfect all the time. So they all have naughty and nice tendencies. In fact, so do my antagonists, which is the fun thing that I'm sort of playing around with Kingdom of Fron. For projection, I would say Emma falls under the nice category more often than not. And for 30 Days Without Wings, I would say same with Elise. She falls under that nice category more often than not. Next question. All right, random number generator. 7! Yay! I guess I didn't win yet. I have to answer the question first. Okay, so 7 is feast. What's your favorite food-related scene? That's a hard question. I put a lot of food stuff into my books, especially, I was going to say especially in the Kingdom of Fron, but I really do it in all of them. In fact, you know what? I think my favorite food-related scene, I don't even remember food ever actually getting to the table, but it's a scene in a restaurant in projection where Emma is sitting down to order and she's taking a look at the menu and she has a lot of things that sound really good and something strange happens with the menu. I'm just going to leave it at that. Something strange happens with the menu. So it really has nothing to do with food, but it's one of my favorite scenes that happens in a restaurant or with a menu. If you're looking for my favorite that actually involves food, I'd probably say it's when Iselda tries chocolate for the first time in Breaking Iselda. That's my favorite, I think. Okay, that's it for me and my Indecember Writer's Tag. I got a bingo! Yay! Remember, if you want to participate in Indecember, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You can go on and read independent books. All 4 of mine qualify for the Indecember board in at least one category. You can do this writing tag if you're an author of an independent book. You can do the reader tag if you're a reader of independent books. Whatever you do, if you watched and liked this video, don't forget to comment so I know what you liked and I know that you're here. Subscribe so you know when I'm back. Hit that little bell next to subscribe so you get notifications when I'm back. Keep plotting the path to your dreams, and I'll see you next time. Bye!